In this video, I'm going to show you how to load the raw media for A-StarCut. The first thing we need to do is decide which two rollers we need to use to hold the edge. Because the media is kind of narrow, so we are going to just use these two one or this one. And if your machine only has 4 rollers, then you won't be able to cut this kind of media. So here in my case, I decided to use these two one to hold the media edge. Because for instance, if you put a media like here and only this edge is pressed, when the machine is doing some hard cut, it might drag the media up, so it's better to have 2 rollers to hold each edge. Then we need to understand a little bit more about these stands. So the one above is take up and the one below is feeder. So the logic for the feeder is when you block it, it will stop, because when you load the media will be preloaded a little bit to block the sensor, and when the machine is cutting, the media will goes up to unblock the sensor, so it will keep rolling. Here you can see it has stopped because after working a while it will just stop to not make a mess of the media. Anyway, if you are new to the machine, you can actually power off it first, load the media, and then you can power it on again to test if everything is working okay. Here my colleague will assist me to load the media so I can do the explanation. So here you have 2 plastic devices, you just pull it out so you can lift it out. And here you can also see we have some holes here, so you can move the position of the sensor, because sometimes you can see we have smaller width media, but I would recommend you to find the proper place so you don't have to move it every time. So a pro tip is that when you load the media, you don't have to fix the position as soon as possible, because here we actually want to load the media to this position, and for these 2 flanges it is used to hold the position of the media. And for this device, when the machine is doing the cutting, the media will go back and forth, so this device is to use to hold the media to not allow it to jump up to move its position. And remember the feeder's position, we don't have to fix it right now, because on the upper side, remember we needed to use 2 rollers to hold the edge, like here. And here you can see when you try to load the media, the machine is actually making a mess. So I would recommend you to power off the feeder. And for the feeder, this part is actually for sheet media. So right now we don't need to use it. So you can insert the media from above to feed them in these 2 rollers. In that way, we have 2 edges be held down. And then you can use the down button to feed it in. If you are not satisfied, you can pull it out and reload it. But once the position is fixed, and if you are happy with that, we need to go back to the feeding part. What you can do is pull it down to make the media contact the roller. Then we go below to this place. Here you can see the feeder position is off, so we can adjust a little bit, but then make the media tight so the position will be fixed and right. And then after everything is fixed, you can lock it by here. And of course, the first time you might not get it, but try it a few times and I'm sure you can do it that. And for this flange, we can hold it tight and then fix it. And then put this thing back, you're ready to go. I mean, almost. And for the take up, let's say if the media is being cut and when it's blocked the sensor, the take up will work. But of course, first you need to find the paper cord and then stick it up. So basically that's it.